Welcome to Company Showcase, an advertising feature on HowStreet.com.
I'm Jim Goddard. I'm speaking with Larry Ray, CEO and President of American Manganese. Welcome back to the show, Larry.
Thanks, Jim. It's been an interesting week.
Larry, your office is still churning out news releases and is very busy. What's the latest?
Well, we certainly have been busy. People are finding time to either recontact us or to engage us, and so it's keeping us on our toes. And we had a very exciting press release this week with a company called Voltabox, and they're a subsidiary of Voltabox AG, but they're out of Texas, and they build out batteries. They don't make batteries themselves, but they have batteries that come in and they configure them for all kinds of applications, like maybe even your forklift or to heavy duty equipment, or just a whole line of things that are needed out there in the marketplace. You know, eventually it could be mining equipment, locomotive equipment, anything that's got to do with lithium-ion batteries. So we've entered into an MOU whereby we have agreed, or will agree, to actually take those batteries and recycle them. Because, and this is really important, and we're finding this more and more and more with our conversations, is that people that supply batteries or EV cars or cell phones or other instruments that take lithium-ion batteries are asking a question. And the question is, what happens to the battery at its end of life? And it would be nice to be able to answer that. Well, we have a patented process that tells us we can actually take those batteries and put them into a circular economy that nothing goes back into the environment. And that should answer everybody's questions. And that leads on to another situation, and that is the use of manganese in the batteries. And that has come forth, and Benchmark has done quite a good write-up on it, pointed up how critical manganese was and how vulnerable the Western world was when it comes to manganese. There's no production in the U.S., none in Canada, very little in Europe, and it raises a question, where are you going to get your manganese supply? Well, I've attached a report that goes into this aspect of it, and I think that it explains a lot. It tells us we're in the right area, and remember that our whole process was developed from our manganese process, which we developed 11 years ago. And at that time, we did make manganese dioxide, which is used in the batteries, and I wish that I had done my whole feasibility study on it because it's way less costly than making electrolytic manganese metal. And but we actually made the product, and we made prototype batteries out of it. We got good, all the expected performances, and high purities and good recoveries on very low grades of manganese. So that is another aspect of our company that I don't usually talk about because lithium-ion batteries is where our major focus is. But we may have to start putting a little focus on that because we're starting to get queries, and who knows what may develop down the road. But I was very happy to see that Benchmark had, in reality, they had talked about the manganese imbalance, and they actually had the title, Manganese Imbalances Worse Than Cobalt. So that shines another spotlight on our company. We do have abilities to produce manganese dioxide from deposits in the U.S., and I think that's going to come more and more to the front. we have, I've had some interesting facts attached to this. For example, Elon Musk is burning a trail across the world, and he's responsible for 43% of the EV sales in South Korea this year at 45%. And so that shows you that Elon is not slowing down. He's building his fourth mega factory in Germany, and the Gigafactory. And I don't know where the next one's going to be, but I think it could be the U.S. And he's not slowing down, and neither is his car sales. They keep going up, where everybody else is going down. So he's obviously hit the hot button where people like the vehicles that he builds, and that's what it comes down to. Do you like it or do you don't like it? If you like it, that's the one you're going to buy, and it seems like the predominance of EV car buyers are looking at Elon Musk stuff. Now, I've attached a few reports to this that I would encourage everybody to open up and look at. And I just want to say that the markets are looking like they want to turn. Certainly, if the Dow Jones makes a significant advance above 24,000, I think we're solidly on bull market territory, and it's been pushing all week to get over that. I think it closed today slightly over it, maybe 100 points or something. And but we have to wait to see next week whether this maintains. But this is same with a lot of companies out there. Ours is gaining back some of the losses that American Manganese is gaining back some of the losses it took in the worst part of the coronavirus pandemic and the resulting fear in the market. So, and now Donald Trump is talking about getting people back to work, some of the states, and, China's pretty much all back to work, so there's no reason why, they can't contain the virus over here and in a, proper manner so that people can get back to work, because we can't afford to have people, going into our treasuries to pay people not to work and stay home. I mean, it's a great idea and very beneficial, but it can't go on forever because, even the printing press wears out. So we're looking forward to a good week next week and a great weekend. And we wish our shareholders and investors and interested parties and partners and various things that we do a safe weekend and to stay safe. And I guess I'll go home and catch up on my emails.
Larry, for people new to American Manganese, what are you all about?
We're a critical metals company that has developed a process to treat low grades of manganese in the U.S., and expanding on that, we moved that into treating lithium-ion batteries. And the one thing I didn't say in the podcast is that there's lots of competition out there for recycling, and but we have patents that protect us, and we have patents that work. So I'm not concerned about that. I invite all the recycling news that can come out and everybody else's efforts, because that only shines a spotlight on recycling, and that's exactly what we need. But anyway, getting back to what we do, well, we're recycling or have developed and patented and pilot-tested recycling of lithium-ion batteries to get close to 100% of all the cathode material and the 100% of the recoveries. So you can find all that out on our website, AmericanManganeseInc.com, and you can also phone the company at 778-574-4444, or you can email me at LREAUGH@AMYMN.com. And we can get you all the information you want.
Larry, thank you so much for the update.
You're welcome.
I've been speaking with Larry Ray, CEO and President of American Manganese. I'm Jim Goddard. Our conversation took place on April 17th.
Comments made on Company Showcase are an expression of opinion only and should not be construed in any manner whatsoever as recommendations to buy or sell any financial instrument at any time. Archived online at HowStreet.com. Company Showcase is a production of How Street Media Incorporated.